just wanted to say have a Merry Christmas and a happy and successful New Year in your own lives from Chelsea Chat. And obviously I hope the team go from strength to strength in 2023. We're going into the year from quite a weak, by our standards, from quite a weak position. So I'm expecting to see some real improvement. Is Potter going to be the answer? I don't know. I think it's far too soon to say. You know, I had my reservations. He hasn't managed big egos before, but people just writing him off and being totally negative already, I think it's a bit unfair, personally. All entitled to our opinions. But I thought I would look. See, most Chelsea fans, the ones you don't often hear speak, are great supporters. That's most of it. Someone told me the other day only 12% of the population are on Twitter. So presumably only 12% of Chelsea fans are on Twitter. And I think it's something like 23% on Facebook. So it's a very small vocal minority. But with the World Cup finished, I just thought I'd have a little look through, and then when someone was really negative, I would go back. I'm a sad git. I'm at home. I'm under the hospital. I'm like a prisoner at the minute, so I've got lots of time on my hands. So I've gone back and see what they wrote, perhaps a year, just for a bit of a laugh. Obviously, at the moment, we've got this position where Edouard Mendy is in negotiations. It looks like he'll probably go at the end of this year. He cost us £22 million. He's not great with his feet. He's just had a lousy World Cup. He wasn't great when he took over from Kepa. This season, but I thought he was superb in the season that we won the Champions League. I don't think we would have won the Champions League without him, especially not with Kepa in that in the form that he was in, because he couldn't catch cold. Let's be honest about it. Decent when he'd come back this season, but as I say, at the time, Mendy was a breath of fresh air, and I honestly think that for 2 or 3 months he was right up there with the world's best keepers. There's a reason why someone works in a factory till they're about, 23, was it? There's a reason that he wasn't picked up. Well, he was picked up, but he was dropped, wanted by a Division 2 club. But fair play to the lad. He picked himself up. He got Chelsea with the rest of that team to a final we had no right to win. And for me, he was a great buy at 22 million quid. If you don't want to sign a 6-year contract, and I don't know, loads of people online know the ins and outs of the contract negotiations. Loads of people do. It's like they all knew the ins and outs of the Mason Mount negotiations, but I'm not privy to that, you see. Everyone else gets told, not Glenn. So, according to a couple of previously lazy journalists, he's turned down a 6-year contract with an inflationary pay rise every year and an initial £20,000 a week pay rise now. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if these journalists know if it's true, because I was told, as you know, something about the Mason Mount contract negotiations that conflicted what some Burke said in the Mail and what all the minority seem to believe and pile in on Mason Mount with, on the basis of hardly any evidence at all. But do they need evidence to pile in on Mason Mount? So here's a few. This is on Mendy. This is off of the internet. I'm not going to name and shame, but if you wrote this, well done. Right, okay. Mendy, shit in the air, shit on the ground, shit. Well, he had a lousy World Cup. There's a couple of crosses he came for that he should have got, but he is rated, when you look at the ratings in the air, he's rated at number 1. I don't think he's ever been bad for Chelsea in the air. Maybe a couple of mistakes, I don't know. But I'm pretty confident when he comes. I'm more confident when he comes for the ball than Kepa. Mendy's stalling on his contract. Get rid of him now. Sell him in the morning. What happened to the American kid? Put the American kid in goal now. Yeah, why don't we? Why don't we put the American kid that's never played in the English Premier League, why don't we put him, English Premiership, for one person out there, you know who you are, why don't we put him straight in? Put him straight in. Get rid of Mendy in the morning. Kepa's reserve. Put the American kid straight in. Doesn't know his teammates. Don't matter. He's quality. Never liked Mendy. Always thought he was rubbish. Kepa in. Get the American in. Now, I looked down that fella's timeline on Twitter, and this is what we've got from 18 months ago. Mendy is a breath of fresh air. Possibly the best keeper in the world. Why don't we just get rid of Kepa and put him out of his misery? Remind some of these are like people off the Fast Show, aren't they?
For me, no doubt whatsoever, Oddle's got to be in.
Nah, he's a luxury player.
Yeah, he's too weak in the tackle, isn't he? Yeah. We used to call him Wendy. You know, when I say he's got to be in, I mean he's got to be out.
I like Oddle.
Oh, yeah, he's good, yeah. Maybe on the bench, though, eh? No, you need a battler in midfield. What about Batty?
Oh, talk silly, he's a thug.
Yeah, he's a mule, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, but he'll not come on since he's been at Blackburn, Dave.
Do you know what I mean? He's a different player under Dalglish, isn't he?
Oh, come on. I agree Mendy's not very good on the ground. I agree in current form there's better goalkeepers out there, but some of this is just so knee-jerk, it's unbelievable. Going back to Mason Mount, the Mason Mount negotiator. Oh, there's some belters on Mason Mount. Mason Mount shouldn't even play at championship level, let alone for my beloved Chelsea. Get rid now. He only plays because he's English. Mason Mount has to be the worst player I've ever seen. Mason Mount, get out of my club, go somewhere and die. Chelsea supporters. And you know how we know they're Chelsea supporters? Because it says Chelsea for life and Chelsea supporters on their profile. And they're in Chelsea groups on Twitter. Now, Graham Potter. I don't know if he's going to be any good. I don't think he's had long enough. He's also had the World Cup but I do hope from sort of 3 games into January that we start to see some sort of style of play, that we start to see some sort of, style, because I think we look bits and pieces at the minute. I love Tommy Tuchel, but let's face it, the last 3 or 4 months under Tommy Tuchel, we were absolutely pony. We were absolutely pony. I was sad when he went. I don't know if that's... If Roman had been there, Tuchel would have gone months, but he would have gone at the end of last season. You don't think Roman would have thought, oh, right, he's won the Champions League, he's got some points in the bank. He'd have been down the road. But new owners, Bowley, I don't know if they'll be good owners or not, but they're getting dog's abuse for the Tuchel. And we were getting beat by crap teams under Tommy, and I love Tommy. But yeah, Potter, some of these people, they don't like to mess about. Graham Potter is the worst manager in history. In history. They should have seen me managing leading athletic reserves in the Buckingham Reserve Division 2. Well, mind you, we did win a cup, but we were pretty pony. Glad to say, though, Graham Potter was worse. Graham Potter can't manage a big club. Chelsea should have better standards than Graham Potter. Chelsea are an elite club. We need an elite manager, not Potter. And I just think to myself, oh, this is the best one. Listen to this. This had me actually, it spat me coffee out because of the way it starts. I don't wish to appear negative, but I think under Graham Potter we're looking at relegation. That was posted this week. We've just had the World Cup break. They're just getting back together. Lucky. I wonder what he would say if he wanted to appear negative. I wonder what he'd say. Kante needs to be sold tomorrow. I mean, to be fair, I agree that Kante has probably seen his best days. He's just had an operation. Unless they think they can get him back to anything like, I can't see the point of renewing his contract. It'd just be me being emotional. And I know football's not played on emotions. But he is a Chelsea legend to me. He's helped us win the Champions League. He's helped us win the Premiership. To me, Kante, N'Golo Kante, always carried himself well, always had nothing but respect for the fans. And obviously, last big contract in his career, he wants a good deal, doesn't he? I would be the same, especially if I'd put that in. And he's going to be thinking, I'm going to get better, I'm not going to keep being injured, because you do, don't you? But, oh my God, some of this. Kante's no legend. It's like the Monty Python Romans. Kante's no legend. What's he ever done for us? Kante's cut. Let's face it. Get rid tomorrow. Where are all these people who want to get rid of him tomorrow? It has to be in a transfer window for a start, you numpty. Kante, always been so overrated. Get rid now. Now, it's not just the players that we've got. Declan Rice, absolute shite. Why do we keep going on about him? Declan Rice, very overrated, always passes sideways. Our minority of fans don't just give our current players and managers stick. They start giving players that we're linked with stick so they can get in early and piss them off before they even think about signing for the club. And when you say to them, who would you sign instead? Because apart from De Jong and Verratti in that position, Rice has got the third best stat. Oh, stats don't mean anything. And I've said that myself in the past, but it is a guideline. If you take stats over 2 or 3 years and someone's consistently better than anyone else, chances are that they are actually better than anyone else. He's third. So we're giving Rice some stick. I'm interested, who do we want in... Because this geezer, again, it's not 18 months ago, it's 9 months ago. Get Rice, get him now.
He does, no. Right, so where are we then? Who we got?
We've got Gordon Banks in goal.
Banks,
in goal.
definitely.
Banks, yes.
Right, and I'll go for Adams.
Adams?
No, Waddle.
Waddle?
No, Pallister.
Pallister?
No, Clubman, terrible idea.
No, I like Pallister.
Yeah, he's good.
No, he ain't.
No, he's rubbish, isn't he? So, right.
This geezer, this is when Conor Gallagher made his debut and it wasn't particularly impressive. Get rid of that numpty now. Gallagher will never be good enough for Chelsea. Get Declan Rice in. Get Declan Rice in tomorrow. Tomorrow. We're not in the transfer window, but get him in tomorrow. How many months later? 5 months later? Rice is shit. Don't get him.
What about Gascoigne then?
Gascoigne.
Yeah, that big crybaby. No, blimey, he's always either injured or sent off, isn't he?
Yeah, but he transforms any game he plays in, Dave.
He's a genius, isn't he? You know what I mean? He's a one-off, and he's solid, he's an entertainer, he's indispensable.
Yeah, not anymore. He's broken his leg now.
See, he's unreliable, isn't it? No, you couldn't...
I don't know. I don't know what to make of it all. I just thought I'd point a few of them out.
Absolute 1,000,000% bullshit. Bullshit.
We are all entitled to our opinions. We all see football differently. No one's particularly right and no one's particularly wrong. But please, let's support. That's what I hope. Some of these people learn the meaning of support in 2023. I really, really do. Because I think I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by some of the people that support Chelsea. It's not support, is it? Anyway, I'm glad only 12% of the population are on Twitter and Facebook. And out of all the people on Twitter and Facebook, there's probably only 5 or 10% consistently negative. Guy here, he said, guy here, I've got to finish this one. Shit owners, shit team. Looks like the ground's going to be shit too. Come on, Chelsea, sort yourselves out, or I'm going to another club. I bet they're in bits, don't you? I certainly am. But that's a supporter. He's got CFC after his name. Right, that's all I wanted to say, folks. I hope in 2023, I wish you all well, whether you're a good supporter, which 99% of us are. All got different opinions. Respect everyone's opinion. And also, I even hope the 1% of cabbages have a good Christmas and a happy new year, because I wouldn't wish bad on anyone. Right, thanks for supporting the channel. Please subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, I look forward to speaking to you in 2023. Thanks for the support. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Up to Chelsea.